bedroom now. But in the long run, when people are actually fighting for their homes that they've lived in for years, you know, this is an emotive issue. It's not money here and money there. It's about, some of your tenants have been in the house for years and years and years. As I said before, they have tax and spotless for you. You owe us something.
I don't think we disagree. The last thing we want is to churn our tenants. It costs us a lot of money. Well, when we move people, it's not a neutral. You don't move from house A to house B at no cost to WPH. That costs us a lot of money. We have to do both houses up. We have to get them repaired and all those kind of things. And we pay the removal cost. So moving house is not a cost neutral for us. But remember that the government's intention is absolutely to make people give up their long-held homes.
So what are you actually paying by moving costs? For people who are downsizing, what will Partnership Homes paying right now? Someone who's downsizing, if they're lucky enough to.
From a 3-bedroom to a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
What we're paying for is the removal cost, which we say which companies they must use. We pay for disconnection and reconnection of the utilities and refitting of washing machines and things like that.
I was going to maybe share some effectiveness towards some of the communities. Well, you think people live in the community. By virtue of the fact that they live in a community, the opposite word being community, people will look after these houses. If you take them out of that kind of community cohesion that's being built up over generation and generation and generations is lost. Like, for instance, I remember seeing it probably in 1990, a survey on Central Birkenhead, and he said 46%. And that was the figure, 46% of the working population of that area have got a certifiable mental disorder. The figure itself is all the people who are like that. That's where I want to be, that's where I am. We don't like being disturbed, we don't like being used. So the problem that's going to cause some sort of housing, some sort of everyone, the problem. The cost effectiveness. The question I'm asking you is, have you as an organisation done any research on the effect of what you're campaigning? We know the number of vulnerable people that we've got. We know the impact of that. We get worse about you.
For example, I know of one young man who lived all his life with his parents. His parents have now unfortunately died. He's got learning disabilities. He cooks really well in his house. The neighbours look after him. His relatives come in and look after him, and it all works. Unless he can get DHP, then I think they're going to say to him, "You're paying the bedroom tax," and I don't know if he doesn't understand it. You can't cope with it. And
but one of the questions asked earlier on about your attitude to all this. You join up and say, "Here's a case study. I know a person like this," and you put it up because that's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's about people, not statistics.
It's about showing that you
not percentages. It's about people. You just explain the person in that situation, and it's going to wreck his life. And you're talking about someone who's mentally disabled. If you start picking on the mentally disabled, there's something wrong with it. Something wrong with society. It's a sick society. When you start doing that.
Whatever our personal views are, we are here as officers of WPH. And it's been made very clear to us that we are effectively politically neutral, because that's what our status is. So we will remain politically neutral. We all have our own opinions about things, but it's not for us to express them when we're representing WPH.
So when you actually see the first suicides in one of your houses because someone has got in such rent arrears and got themselves in such pickle, what are WPH actually going to do?
What we're trying to do, we're trying to get it in there as soon as possible, I suppose, to speak to people.
Well, I've spoken to John Roach and I've spoken to Anita McCracken with all personal circumstances. I've spoken to Denise Roberts from the trustees, and yet what's the feedback I've actually had has been to everyone. We're not getting the feedback that we actually need. I mean, you know, we have got quite a range of experience because we're actually running a couple of the admins on the anti-bedroom page on Facebook, over 11,000 people, countrywide. And this is why I'm basically trying to fire you for what you're going to do, because we're trying to find out what housing associations all over the country are going to do over there. Yeah. It's not it might be 2,000 people to you, but, you know, other housing associations have got more.
66,000.
We've heard so many stories of housing associations coming into the tenants and saying, you're not going to be able to pay for this. We want you out. Now, you know,
Well,
Thank goodness you haven't done that.
that's not our stance, and I think what we said is, we will deal with each case on its merits. We will try and assist people where we can. That's why we've employed a couple of money advice workers that we didn't have. We've increased our welfare benefit advisors.
Yeah, which I said to Anita, I wouldn't mind of that job, because I've managed to run a house now for 34 years without getting into any debt. But I'll tell you one thing, the bedroom tax is going to get into debt. You know, and this is the thing, it's not people who are squandering their money left, right and centre, and they need, and I know some people might need help how to work it out. But a lot of people don't, and but something, I don't think it's fair that when you put your money matters and your little glossy bags out, that you basically are still treating a lot of people like they're all thick as two short planks. It's similar to the...
Come in and help us to do it. If you can phrase it better than we're phrasing it, we'll go with it.
Well, you know,
it's an impossible task. We're dealing with a huge variety of different people in different circumstances. We're getting one message out in one newsletter that satisfies everybody.
Well, I'm responsible for those newsletters ultimately, and the feedback I've had is we're giving far too much information, it's far too complicated.
It's the actual way that you put it across, so, you know, to some people, and probably to people who are, you know, like ourselves, a number of us, who, you know, we've always been on the ball of how to pay things and what not to buy because you can't afford it. It's not fair that you're treating people, you can't have a mobile phone, you can't. You've got, we know that the ultimate thing, yeah, well, it's implied, should we say. The ultimate thing is people need a roof over their heads. Now, you know, we tell people, forget about your water rates. If you don't pay what rent you have to pay to your house, you won't have to play with water rates. But, you know, it's unfortunate if we can't get you to actually stand up for us, because we're trying to stand up for you in the long run, so you can keep your housing association. Otherwise we wouldn't be here today. We'd all just be sitting there and saying, they want to get into arrears.
But I think that's fair comment. Accept that. We have a whole variety of tenants, and the reason we have to be political neutral is because we can't represent the views of all of our tenants. So it's quite likely there's a group of tenants, well, I know there is, who think the welfare reform agenda is absolutely what is required.
Yeah.
So why, they can come and stand in here and raise these questions.
They're the ones who think they're going to get the 3-bedroom houses because we're going to move out into a tent on your front lawn, which is, you know...
Do you have any argument to say the communists or do you have contact with those housing associations?
Yeah.
You do. Can you not put pressure on the MPs, on the government or whatever, as a group of business people who are doing,
We have, if you like, the trade body
a community job?